Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping safe and coping with the various lockdowns around the world. Today I just want to share with you guys some of the ways I cope with anxiety, because I know this time is a pretty anxious time for a lot of people, and I'm going to do that while I try to comb my hair. As you know, it's not possible to go to a hairdresser right now, and I'm struggling with this with this hair at the moment just because of my lack of energy. But I'm gonna try to comb it and look like a sensible person. You can tell how crazy it is right now. So yeah, stay tuned and we will chat in a bit. Thanks. Alright, so these are some of the products I'm going to be using in my hair. This is shea butter, natural shea butter that's made here in Uganda. And this is Aunt Jackie's coconut almond oil that I'm going to be using. And I'm also going to be using this Mega Growth leave-in conditioner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just undo these 4 granny cornrows, as we would call them. Then I'm going to just moisturize my hair, and yeah, and we'll go from there. Okay. Alright, so while I undo these plaits, I'm going to be giving you the first tip, or the first thing I do to cope with my anxiety. Now, anxiety has been something that I think I've lived with for a long time, since my teenage years, and over the years have gotten better at managing. I remember being in college and having anxiety attacks, but in the last 10 years or so, I would say that I've pretty much been able to manage, using some tricks and tips that I've learned over the years. And one of those is that I do a lot of journaling. So I like to write, and I try to, as much as I can each day, to capture my thoughts, how I'm feeling. Sometimes I just write creatively, like songs or poems or anything that comes to mind, I just try to put it down on paper, anything that's bothering me, just to find ways to express myself and to let things out. And I find that that's a good way to process whatever is going on, and to find a way to express myself and to not allow things to build up over time. Alright, so my second tip, guys, and this is something that has also been useful for me, and it's just relaxing, finding ways to relax. And when I'm anxious, there are a number of things I do to relax, and one of them is to practice deep breathing. I just try to take deep breaths in, and I let them out as slowly as I can, and I just focus completely on my breathing. I'm not thinking about anything. Just take deep breaths in and let them out slowly, and just focus on that. There's another technique I use, and I think I got this from maybe a counselor that had used it with me in a session, but I try to relax my body, and how I do this is that I start by focusing maybe on like my toes. I start from my toes and I focus on relaxing my toes, and then I move up to my ankles, and I do that for each part of my body. And after a while, by the time you reach like your face, your head, and those areas, you're quite relaxed, but this works if you're like in a peaceful environment. You can usually just lock yourself in your room, lie down on your bed, play some relaxing music, and just do that. Focus on relaxing all the different parts of your body that you can think of, and it really works. And the third way that I relax is that I pretend that I'm in some place that is very relaxing for me. I take myself out of the present situation that I'm in that is causing me anxiety, and I close my eyes and I take myself to wherever it is I want to be. And for me, this has always been the beach, because as a Caribbean girl, there is nowhere like the beach with this white sand under your feet and listening to the sound of the waves coming in. It's just a beautiful place to be, and I love the beach. So I always find it relaxing to just pretend, yeah, I'm at the beach with the sun on my skin and the wind, and I can hear the waves rolling in over and over. Yeah, that's very relaxing for me. So I hope these ones are things that could help you guys. And next I'm going to be moisturizing my hair, so I'm going to be just spritzing it a bit with some water. Then I'm going to put the leave-in conditioner in, and then I'm gonna oil it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Not too much water, just enough to get it a bit moist. Alright, so I think it's moist enough. I've put some water in it. Then I'm going to just put a bit of the leave-in conditioner in it. Not too much, just enough to cover my hands. And then I'm gonna put some oil. Again, just enough to cover my hands. And I'm just going to put this all over. As it relates to my scalp, I'm just going to oil that as I comb it. And when I'm finished, and I'm going to use the shea butter on the ends of my hair as I comb it. So what I'm going to do is that I've sectioned my hair into two. I'm going to cornrow the front, going back like I've started doing, and then I'm going to twist the back of it in two strong twists. Alright, I'm gonna try this again because my son has just been disrupting me. But, right, what was I saying? Another way that I've been able to manage my anxiety over the years is to develop a good understanding of my triggers. So I have over the years learned the things that cause my anxiety to act up. I know what my triggers are, and so I try to manage that. I try to limit my exposure to the things that cause my anxiety. So it's good to try to get an understanding of what the things are that cause you to be anxious, and to, as much as possible, try to avoid those things. Alright guys, so I am down to my last cornrow. And as you can see, I've kept them very simple, just doing them straight back. And as I do this one, I'm going to be sharing with you guys another tip that I use to manage my anxiety. And this is just about me managing my stress level. I try to limit my stress as much as possible, not to take on more than I can manage. I also manage my stress by talking about things that are important to me or things that worries me or bothers me. I talk to my husband about things, just making sure to, keep communication open. And they always say that a worry shared is a worry half, so you don't have to carry every burden by yourself. Find somebody who you trust, who you can talk to. Sorry, that's my son playing with my pots in the kitchen. Another way that I try to limit my anxiety and manage my stress is by exercise, and I usually go for a walk a couple times a week, and I find it very therapeutic and relaxing to just go for a walk and just to enjoy being outdoors. I try to do that at least once a day, and if not once a day, then at least a couple times per week, and that really helps me a lot. So next, I am going to be twisting the back of my hair, and I'm gonna go ahead and start that, and then I'll come back and share with you guys another tip. Okay? Hi guys. Hi, as you can see, I finished with my hair. Sorry I had to do the last part off camera, but there was a lot of distractions. As you can see, I just twisted the back of it, and it's quite simple, but it will do for now. And now I'm going to share with you the last tip I have for managing anxiety, and I think this is my most important tip, and it is about maintaining my relationship with God. I feel that when I am praying as I should, when I'm reading my Bible as I should, when I'm trying to stay in the presence of God and just trying to stay connected, then I'm less likely to feel anxious, I'm less likely to feel worried about anything, and it goes a long way in helping me to manage my anxiety. So that is all. As just to recap, the things I do to manage my anxiety is, of course, my number one tip to just maintain my relationship with God, to pray, to read my Bible, to stay as close to Him as possible. I also try to manage my stress by talking about the things that worries me, by trying to deal with conflict, by not taking on more than I can manage, by exercising, walking, and doing things like that. I also try to manage my triggers. I know what my triggers are, and I try to limit my exposure to them as much as possible. Yes, my son is obsessed with cars, and he is presently watching a review of the new Land Rover. And the next thing I do is to find ways to relax. And as I said before, I do that by deep breathing, by relaxing the different parts of my body, and just by taking myself out of the stressful situation and just going mentally to a place that is happy and calm, and for me that is the beach. And yeah, what else? I don't think I'm leaving out anything. So I hope this video was useful. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. If you have not subscribed as yet, please do so. I would love to have you be a part of this family I'm building here on YouTube. So see you guys and keep safe until next time. Bye.
Bye.